your old favorites are back.
And then you and I will start our lives together as husband and wife.
You mean you're going to bring the killer here to Landview?
With the kind of money you're paying me, why should I not provide door-to-door service?
Tell me about the episode with the scissors.
Who told you about that?
Cassie.
Cassie had no right to talk to you about it.
You approve of Hank's motorcycle? It's cool. I think so, too.
It's funny. Call this peace and quiet, but, well, they're busy with the crickets and the birds.
Wind in the trees.
Cranky squirrels.
The noise bugs them. I tell you, though, I could deal with this noise for about 12 months out of the year.
You can. I'll come back tomorrow and I'll tape it for you. We'll call it Lantana Mountain Moments.
I can put it on the shelf with the CD of whale songs that Vicky gave me. That way I can have a deep sea and a dry land version in the way to keep me from getting... Motorcycle, you hear that? I hate them now.
The roar kind of sums it up, doesn't it? They're on Inniscrag, a whole new world open for us. We never get to live in it. They always shattered our peace. Bullets, bombs, spikes. But I'll tell you this much, when we're married, no one will ever pull us out of our world again. I know that. I also know that those motorcycles are miles away by now, you see?
Yeah. There is that inquiry coming up.
Well, listen, worry about that, okay? When the Irish authorities come over, yeah, we'll tell them the same thing I told Bo and Hank and everybody else that asked me. I had nothing to do with the Whiting killing.
Let's just hope they believe you, huh?
I was just a kid, you know. Trying to avenge Grania's death. And I'll have to live with that for the rest of my life, but it's not going to affect us. There's no evidence, there are no witnesses. I'll be free. We'll be free. To go on with the rest of our lives.
Mm-hmm. The happily ever after variety, I hope.
Mm-hmm. The squirrels and the crickets for our witnesses.
Well, okay, I'll take that as a promise. But there is one other matter that we need to deal with before we enter our perfect lives.
What's that?
Well, it's a decision that we have to be in complete agreement on.
Would you please repeat that for me?
Eli needs a home. I want to give him one. Believe me, the idea caught me by surprise, too.
When did this occur to you?
Right when you left the diner with the boys. You know how people say that things come to them in a flash? It was almost like that.
Well, maybe you ought to give it some more time, see if it keeps flashing.
I haven't really thought it through completely, if that's what you're saying, but I know that it just feels right. And I know I had to come over and tell you before I lost the nerve.
Oh, well, so you'll admit that this is not exactly a moment of pure, unalloyed joy.
No, it's actually, I'm scared to death. No, but not of Eli. Of being rusty.
Hey, listen, you got to consider that this is a teenager. You know? Teenager. Not exactly the easiest teenager to communicate with in the world, I might add.
Even in the best case, easy and teenager rarely go together. Look, I know that Eli is a tough customer, but that's just the point, though. I know I can handle him.
Oh, come on. That is so much easier said than done.
Look,
you know?
Look, I'm not walking into this blind. I've seen Eli in action. I've seen his rudeness, and I've seen his mood swings, but I've also seen him respond when I've hit him with some no-nonsense direction. And I know that I can give him that, and more of it.
I don't know. You gotta... you have a business that you run on your own.
So, if Eli were living with me, he'd have his own room, a big chunk of my time, and more important than any of that, a lot of love.
Guess I didn't realize that your connection with him had gone to that level.
Neither did I. But here I am. I guess the more I think about it, the less surprising it is. I mean, I've always wanted to have more children. The love was there, but just not the opportunity. I guess I figured the next child that I'd fall for would be a granddaughter or a grandson.
Got tripped up sooner than you expected.
Yes, exactly. So why keep the love bottled up when it's already started to flow on its own? And there's someone who needs it so much. Andrew, nobody knows better than you that God gives us that much love for a purpose. To share it.
I think I believe that.
Then why not help me? Help me to become Eli's foster mother. Will you do that?
You are a wonderful, generous, and understanding companion.
I am a sucker.
Oh, come on. Is it so horrible here?
I was perfectly comfortable in my place.
Your houseboat is not a place. A place doesn't move.
Well, neither does my houseboat. Except maybe up and down a little.
Mel, I love your houseboat, in theory. But that convertible couch, that is quite another story, particularly when it and my lower back have to be in close proximity for 8 hours or so.
Well, you could have slept in a hammock.
Yes, and if I were a bat, I could sleep hanging from the ceiling, but I am not.
Yeah, I have no argument with that.
I will make this change of venue worth your while.
Ooh, what you got in mind, girl?
I will fill the bathtub with emollient-rich water, and you will luxuriate in
With a cigar.
naturally. And I will entertain you with absolutely everything I know for as long as you wish.
Gee, now, if only your house could move up and down a little bit.
You never know. It just might.
One Life to Live, brought to you by Revlon, revolutionary products for revolutionary women.
Get revolutionary color
And make it last.
with Revlon nail enamel. Up to 7 long days of stay true color, 7 long days of shine, up to 7 long days of chip resistance without peeling. Revlon nail enamel, in more fashion colors than anyone. More revolutionary colors that last 7 long days.
This time, Revlon really nailed it.
Revlon.
What do you get when you try to kill germs with lemon fresh pine sol? Lemon-scented germs. To kill germs, use Lysol deodorizing cleaner. Until you kill the germs, you can't call it clean.
Heartburn on the run is the worst. That awful burning. I need relief, and fast. Good thing I've got Maalox tablets.
And only Maalox chewable tablets have the same ingredients as liquid antacids. Tums doesn't. Rolaids doesn't. So when you're on the go, you can count on Maalox tablets for fast relief.
Thanks, Maalox. Just in time.
For heartburn or acid indigestion, count on the fast relief of Maalox tablets.
You know it makes me want to shout.
Shout Wipes. Now wipe out stains wherever you go. Just rub on to help remove stains in a matter of seconds. Shout Wipes. Keep them on you to keep stains off you. S.C. Johnson Wax.
Looking out on the morning rain.
How would you feel about a hair color that's actually good for your hair?
So uninspired. Your
Natural Instincts from Clairol with a rare blend of aloe, chamomile, ginseng. Natural Instincts gives you rich, natural-looking color and leaves your hair better conditioned than before. Go a little natural with Clairol Natural Instincts.
Nice.
Thanks.
There's a new Vlasic sandwich stacker cut bigger and thicker for your biggest sandwiches. New Vlasic Super Stackers with more pickle taste and more pickle crunch. Got a super sandwich? Get a super stacker from Vlasic. Bigger pickle taste, bigger pickle crunch.
You've heard about it. you've read about it. It's here. Zyban, a pill that only your doctor can prescribe. See your doctor about Zyban or call 1-888-650-PILL for more information. Zyban, it's here.
So what do we do now?
I don't know. What do you usually do?
We'd start dating. Things would go pretty well at first until I started calling you too much. Then you'd get annoyed and start screening your calls. So I call you really late because I know you'll be home. You pick up. I panic, hang up. You star 69 me. I'm too embarrassed to ever talk to you again, so we break up.
Let's not do that.
Wait until you meet Dharma and Greg, coming this September on ABC.
I'm sorry. I know. I should have called you before I came over. I promise. I'll leave. I'll come back later.
Wait. You're not interrupting anything that hasn't had the hold button pushed on it once already.
Yes. Sweetheart, it's perfectly all right. Mel and I are getting to be masters at picking up where we left off.
Really?
Really.
You sure?
Positive.
Because I'm really very excited.
That's great. Come on in. Tell us what happened.
I just had a major breakthrough with Andrew. He has agreed to let River come spend the night with Kevin and me at the carriage house. Isn't that great?
Yes. You can interrupt me anytime doing anything with news like that.
Good for the Reverend.
Well, you know how worried Mother's been about River and Star living with their fathers in the enemy camp, so to speak.
Now, wait. I was never as worried about River. I mean, whatever my attitude is about Andrew, I have always known that River was safe with him. We know that Star is not safe with Todd, and that's why we all have to do absolutely everything we can to make sure that Blair gets Star back from that evil, psychopathic criminal.
Mother, it's okay.
It is not okay. Gosh, I'm really getting to loathe that word. It's not okay. It is never going to be okay until that innocent little child is taken away from that rapist, kidnapper, and murderer who biologically she has to call Daddy. So help me, God. If that man does anything to harm her, anything, I will personally cut his throat. Excuse me. Hello. Yes, I'm sorry I forgot. No. I'm going to have to call you back. I've got the papers in my study. Bye. Sorry, Melodor business. I'll be right back.
Every time Star's name is mentioned, it's like a switch goes off. She turns into a totally different person.
I brought up Addie and the scissors.
I was hoping you would.
Oh, yeah, point blank.
How'd she take it?
She suggested that you didn't know what you were talking about. She changed the subject. And then, all of a sudden, we were light years away from her childhood, which made me even more convinced that there's something momentous that happened back then.
I was really hoping you would get through to her. She hasn't opened up about this to anyone. I'm her own daughter. I know next to nothing about my own family. It's as if we don't have any history.
Well, not acknowledged history, anyway.
I've told you everything I know. Addie was the oldest. She abused my mother, who in turn tried to protect Melinda, who was the youngest.
So, you can't think of anyone else who can shed some light on Dorian's childhood?
Well, yes, I can.
I know you want this to happen badly, but, you know, it's not as easy as my saying yes or no.
Why not?
Because Eli is a special case.
You mean he's a pain in the neck?
No, he's a royal pain in the neck.
I agree.
He's angry, needy, he's essentially a very sad kid.
Andrew, he just lost his mother.
But in a sense, he lost her long before the mother's actual death. I mean, mother abandons him when he's just an infant. That makes it even more difficult to reach him when he withdraws, which he has a tendency to do. And on top of all that, there's his disease.
Well, HIV isn't necessarily a death sentence anymore, not with the drugs we have today.
That's absolutely true, but the protocol he's on, it's unforgiving in terms of its schedule. Come on, are you really ready to take on a kid who needs that much attention?
After 25 years, yes.
Meaning what?
It took me that long to raise Antonio and Christian and to find out what I did wrong.
Don't get me wrong here. I think you're a great mother.
No,
I'm sure.
I was young. I was a girl, practically. I made loads of mistakes.
Didn't we all?
No. I saw so much of myself in Antonio that I probably tried to control him a bit too much. And then when Christian came along, the classic second child, I had a bit more perspective, but I know I definitely tried to baby him too much. In fact, he hasn't really left the nest yet.
Got another good point there. I mean, what about Christian? How do you think he's going to react to having a kid brother all of a sudden?
Fine. I'll just sit him down and explain it to him, and he'll get it.
What would you say to him, for example?
Andrew, I want to be needed by a child who needs me. A child who probably could turn out to be a really good kid. Because I've found out some things over the last few years, and I know in my heart that now I really will be a good mother.
I'd like to give you the chance.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
So what agreement do we need to be so solemnly sure about?
Where our wedding ceremony is going to be.
Margaret.
Come on, give me a break here. I'm a doctor. I'm trained to be careful and conservative and to plan ahead. Besides, my parents were seriously straight individuals, and tradition was big where I came from, especially weddings. Now, I know that we've agreed on the size of the wedding, small but intimate, and we've agreed that Bo and Nora are going to give us away, and that Judge Fitzwater is going to marry us, and that the reception is going to be at the country club. But we need to decide where exactly we're going to exchange our vows.
Okay, Margaret, stop. We're there. We're here. Like what I told you in the garret, there's only one logical place where we can decide to be man and wife, and we're sitting on it.
But you were raised in a Catholic church. I mean, you're going to have to be married in the church, right? Wouldn't your parents be upset?
Yeah, but they're not going to be here. We, on the other hand, will.
You sure it's okay?
Margaret, look around you. This mountaintop, with these oak trees rising up like pillars to hold up God's own roof. There's nothing that man could devise as cathedral as this. But I need to ask you a question. Why are you being so skittish? Are you afraid of going through with it?
This allergy season, go far afield. Because this season, there's Allegra. Allegra is the prescription antihistamine for people 12 and over that gives you non-drowsy relief so you can experience more. This allergy season, live with abandon. Ask your doctor about Allegra and discover how you can really get out there. Allegra. Allegra may cause side effects. In studies, drowsiness occurred in 1 out of 100 people. Others reported cold or flu, nausea, or menstrual pain. Anyone sensitive to its ingredients shouldn't take Allegra. To learn more, ask your doctor or pharmacist. Check out our ad in magazines like Reader's Digest or call.
Hair. Just like a man, you have to tell it what to do.
Only Salon Selectives lets you mix and match to bring out the best in your hair. Michaela discovered her hair obeys with extra control mousse plus style freeze. Salon Selectives. See how great your hair can be.
The grass. Green. Good. What color is my sweater? Blue. What color are my teeth?
Beige. Off-white. Mother of pearl.
No matter how great your smile is, don't you wish it could be whiter? Now it can. Introducing new Colgate Whitening Toothpaste. It has baking soda and peroxide and an extra ingredient for healthy teeth that are whiter.
Let's try this again.
For whiter teeth, new Colgate Whitening.
I have looked into the eyes of temptation, and his name is Tony.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, too irresistible for adults.
My hands shake. I start to sweat. What do they seal those bags with anyway?
There's no denying it. Frosted Flakes have the taste adults have grown to love. They're great.
What's up at Kellogg? McDonald's. Look for a McDonald's Happy Meal coupon on these specially marked boxes.
Nobody needs a breath mint like you-know-who. Good thing there's Clorox Automatic Toilet Cleaner with Clorox Bleach. Every flush fights stains and deodorizes. Clorox Automatic. A breath mint for you-know-who.
The world's a germy place. That's why you need Dial. Dial gets rid of the dirt you see and kills the germs you can't see. Over the years, Dial has killed more germs than any other soap. So at the end of the day, aren't you glad you use Dial?
Can I ask you something personal? Have you met Debbie Methanopoulos or George Stephanopoulos? And if we got married, it would be Debbie Methanopoulos Stephanopoulos. And for women with lots of opinions than me, Barbara Walters. Next week, Ivana Stronson, Fergie, Sarah Ferguson, and Michael Douglas. Enjoy The View, ABC Daytime, next week.
If anything, the wedding should have happened 2 years ago.
Well, then, why are you flapping around like a flustered pigeon?
Because it's all so close.
The wedding.
Everything in that new world of ours. My whole life, I've dreamed that someday I would feel whole and at peace, loving a man that loved me back and having his child, and now everything is happening, every little bit.
And you're afraid it's all going to disappear?
Part of me is. Part of me is afraid that this is really not how things are going to turn out.
Just take my word for it.
All right.
You're a wise woman.
Okay. It seems that Hank's motorcycle made a big impact on Eli. He's upstairs. He's filling out one of those mail-in cards for a motorcycle catalog. He'll be right down.
So, what did you tell him?
Well, I told him that we, the two of us, had something very important to talk to him about.
We? I wonder how he'll take it.
Who knows? Listen, if there's one thing that I've learned about Eli, he's a grab bag full of potential responses.
Well, there's a little voice, and it's telling me that he's going to want to come and live with me.
Now, listen, even if he does, you're going to have a whole slew of red tape to go through. Now, I can lead you through the child services part. You've got home visits, in-depth interviews. I tell you, I'm an expert when it comes to this under the microscope thing. It's grueling, but in the end, I got River.
Hey.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, check this out. Oh, the cycle work catalog. You'll have to let me see it when you get it.
Okay. So what's the big deal? What?
All right, now, Eli, from the beginning, the whole idea of your coming here was to find you a home, right? People, places you can count on, that's what it's all about. And I think that we found you the perfect home.
Here? Here? Oh.
No. No. Carlotta.
Her? Forget it.
Cassie, don't make me play 20 questions here. If you know of somebody who can fill in the blanks and to Dorian's childhood, then tell me who it is.
Well, there's Blair. She is Addie's daughter.
All right, keep going.
Well, Addie may have told her more about the Kramer family history than either you or I know, including what may have happened to the three sisters when their parents died.
But Addie's not a well woman. Will what she says hold water?
She has her lucid moments. I've seen them. They're like a window opening.
So you're saying this window could open up to a vista of a day long gone by, huh?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's worth exploring, thanks. I'll definitely run it by Blair.
Run what by Blair?
Whether Addie ever spoke of her childhood. And by association, yours.
I am so pleased that I am grist for your mill. I think I better leave the room so you can grind me down some more.
Dorian, just relax. You didn't step into a conspiracy here, you know.
Oh, sure. All my most fervent supporters whisper about me behind my back, pick and probe at my past in the hope of turning up some lurid nugget.
Mother, the point is, if you talked about it, it might help.
I agree.
Don't take it out on Mal. He's just trying to help.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe I should go.
I think maybe that's a really good idea. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye.
Take care. sorry, but I really do not recall asking for your help, especially when it comes to turning my childhood into your personal archaeological dig. In fact, I specifically recall telling you to back off. So why the hell haven't you?
Stop ignoring me! Those engineers put me here because you need jet dry in your rinse cycle. Give me some jet dry. Let me fight that residue. Hallelujah! Look at that! Brilliant!
Jet Dry.
Mwah.
Your dishwasher was designed for it.
Sears salutes the end of summer at the big weekend sale. All home electronics and appliances are on sale. Plus, get free delivery on all appliances through September 3rd only at Sears. The big weekend sale. Summer's not over till you save big.
How Charlie the Barber eats a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. First, I take a little off the top. Then, I take a little more. There's no wrong way to eat a Reese's.
Great hair color. But over time, it can begin to fade. So we created new Color Soft. Shampoos and conditioners that help lock in color, moisture, and shine. Color Soft. Use it or lose it.
Because wrinkles appear out of nowhere, we've created Pond's Prevent and Correct Lotion. Actually, 2 different moisturizers, one with SPF for day, one with alpha hydroxys for night, to help prevent and correct the signs of aging.
I love eggs, from my head down to my legs. In minutes they're done, perfect on the run.
Heard the latest news about eggs and cholesterol? Look for this ad in these magazines.
The incredible edible egg.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Gottschalk's entire stock of Richelieu pearls and signature studio fashion jewelry is now on sale. Buy 2 pieces at the regular price and get another piece free. Choose from beautiful earrings, necklaces, bracelets, and more. Richelieu pearls and signature studio jewelry. Buy 2, get 1 free, only at Gottschalk's.
I decided to try this hot new color that all the magazines are raving about. I go to Thrifty Payless and pick it up. Ugh, it's horrible. Another one to add to the makeup junk drawer, right? Wrong. Thrifty and Payless drugstores have this new cosmetics money-back guarantee. It's risk-free. If you're not happy, you get your money back. We all make mistakes buying cosmetics. But now, we don't have to pay for them.
The Cosmetics Money-Back Guarantee. For your life, Thrifty and Payless have got it.
Make no down payment and pay no interest till $19.99. 16 full months this Labor Day weekend, 4 days only at the Bedroom Superstore. America's largest selection of beds and bedrooms. Plus no down payment and no interest till $19.99. 16 full months at the Bedroom Superstore. It's Simmons Beauty Rest factory authorized truckload sale at the Bedroom Superstore. All in stock for immediate free delivery, free installation, free removal of your old mattress, plus no down payment and no interest till $19.99. Only at your Simmons Beauty Rest Superstore.
Turn to Long.
Bring your back-to-school list to Long's Drugs. Everything you'll need in the classroom is at the lowest price of the season. Binders and ruled paper, notebooks, pens, pencils, report covers, and much more. Turn to Long's for assorted style mountain terrain backpacks. For back to school, you can expect more and pay less at Long's. And remember the first day on Kodak film.
You can always turn to Long.
Heart attacks and depression. The story tonight on Action News Live at 5.
Answer me.
Why am I interested in your past? Because I think it'll help me understand who you are now.
The manipulative, controlling shrew you seem to loathe?
The woman I may very nearly adore.
Don't try to flatter me.
Why? Didn't it work?
Not yet.
You see? That's the Dorian I'm drawn to. The sweetheart. You have these moments when you're seized with a terrified fury or an enraged dread. I don't know which to call it. And it happens each time the subject is Star.
I love her.
As do we all. But only you are so rabidly sure, despite all the evidence to the contrary, that Star's in danger living with Todd.
Mel, she is.
Is she?
Yes.
Or is it something in your past that compels you to identify with Star.
Please, we've been through this before. My parents died when I was a child. My two sisters ended up in mental institutions. If that isn't enough to sensitize me to the horrors a little girl can live through in this world, then I don't know what is.
I think that could be enough, but quite frankly, I think there's more.
Mel, drop it.
Dorian, I have seen you reduced on more than one occasion to a quivering, totally incoherent heap over this.
Well, that shouldn't be a sin in your book. Serial incoherence.
All right. You don't want to look at this. But I do. I need to.
I've already said no. Why isn't that enough for you? I mean, if you are so desperate to fix something, why don't you take another shot at your daughter? There's a situation that could certainly use improvement.
That was low.
You asked me not to intrude in your life. I'm telling you, I need you to return that favor.
It's not the same situation.
It is to me, Mel. If you push this, it could ruin what we already have. I'm going upstairs. And I'm going to draw that bath. I'm really hoping that you're going to join me.
As soon as I call the office. Yeah, it's Mel Hayes. Prescott, if anybody needs me overnight, just give them the beeper number, will you? Thanks, buddy. Well, no need to ask how you are.
Actually, not bad at all. I had a terrific visit with Star. But you know, Todd, he is still so obsessed with proving that Patrick killed Lord Whiting. I don't know what it is with this guy.
Lousy attitude, long memory. So Star's well?
She's wonderful. God, I love her so much.
So, you don't have any fears of her living with Todd?
Well, she should be here, living with me.
Well, that may be, but you have no anxiety over her safety.
No.
Okay, at the risk of crossing into verboten territory, did Addie ever mention to you anything about Dorian's childhood?
I'm not going anywhere with her.
Will you listen to me just for a second?
No, I'm staying right here with you.
It's not possible.
Nothing I want is ever possible.
Eli, I was glad to have you here, but it was never intended as a permanent home, and you knew that. I mean, listen, there's no way that I can handle you and River on my own. I can't.
Well, she's on her own.
But my sons are grown. I could give you a lot of attention.
I don't need attention. I do everything myself. I take my medicine myself. What do you think this is for, huh? There are no scratches, nothing. I clean up junk. I do stuff with River. We get along fine.
And you'd be able to see River whenever you wanted to.
Yeah, and then get kicked out again? Yeah, that's the same, right?
Look, maybe it would be even better. River could come and visit you anytime. You would have your own room.
I already have my own room here.
You'd make a lot of new friends.
Sure. I mean, Christian knows loads of guys. Well, he's already introduced you to Eddie and Mickey. I know he knows a lot of other friends. The house will be full of guys all the time.
Then why don't you go hang out with them, all right? I like it here. Please. Please don't send me away.
I really believe this is the best thing for you.
I get it. You think I suck, right?
Hey, you are a terrific kid. You're a terrific kid.
No, I'm not. You know, I don't even care where I live. I probably don't have a lot of time anyway left. Not enough to ride my motorcycle. Want me to go? I'll go.
Maybe this wasn't such a wonderful idea, huh?
No. It's a fine idea.
He seemed so unhappy.
Hey, let me tell you, that was about, I don't know, this was maybe 2.3 on the Eli scale. Believe me, it was a very mild response.
So you really think that I should go ahead with this?
Absolutely. I cannot imagine a better home in the world for Eli, or a better mom.
Oh, you're sweet.
I'm right. Come on, let me walk you out, all right? I'm going to talk to him. Come, he will adjust to changes. God knows how many changes he's had to adjust to in his life, right?
You know, maybe I should, keep this quiet until I get approval from the services.
Okay, yeah, that's probably a wise idea. And I'll tell you what, I'll get in touch with Taya Delgado, get her involved. Always good to have an attorney in the process, right?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay.
I don't know how to thank you. You know, when I thought of this for the first time today, I prayed and I asked God to tell me if I was doing the right thing. And I prayed that you'd see it how I see it. I guess God didn't take a day off.
No. Listen, being God's a full-time job, right?
You know, I know that this will work out. Thank you.
Yeah, honey, tough day, really. I mean, you know, brutal. Just one meeting after another.
Yeah, with other bikers.
Hey. Not that, yeah, that was Hank. He's here with me. We're working late.
Right, working on these chili burgers.
No, he said Willie Sperber, an old friend, you know, of Hank's father's. Hey, listen, hey, how's everything there in that spa world? You got that mud oozing out of your ears, just loving every minute of it, huh? Excellent.
Tell him we bought motorcycles.
What? Yeah, we're in the garage down there in the police department looking at motorcycles. You know, they were being repaired. You want to put a lid on it?
All right, fine. But I tell you, man, that ride up Lantano Mountain, it was a blast, buddy.
Huh? No, nothing blew up, honey, I swear. Listen, I really gotta go. You just happy soaking, okay? I love you. Bye-bye. You, I do not love.
Why didn't you just come out and tell her about the bikes?
Really? It's not like it's going to remain a secret once Mom gets home and sees this two-wheeled monster in her driveway.
I didn't want to.
Why not? You see, if you told her now, it would give her so much more time to get used to the idea.
All right. Look here. Nora went up to that spa to relax, not get all psyched up because we have a new toy. No. When she gets home, we will discuss this addition to our roster of vehicles, and we'll discuss it calmly and rationally, just like two adults.
Yeah, right. And I'm the Sugar Plum Fairy.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start a flame in your heart. In my heart I have but one desire, and that one is you. No other will do.
Victoria's Secret's all-new Angels collection.
We're back! Angels modeling underwear?
You got it. Oh, yeah. Our sheerest, shiniest bras and panties in new colors, new styles, new prints. Angels only at Victoria's Secret.
I love you, baby, 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 I love you. There ain't no doubt about it, baby, I love you.
Kids are perfect, but did you know that a wound that festers can leave a scar? That's why Betadine delivers antibiotic protection plus moisturizers to help prevent infections in minor wounds. Infection is one of the factors that may lead to a scar. Suddenly, the future of first aid is perfectly clear.
'Cause I love you.
For your first baby, you get all these fancy little designer clothes. You even get fancy, expensive diapers. So you realize they're dressing better than you are. And then you get Loves. They cost less, because with Loves, you pay for what's most important. Great protection against leaks. Why pay extra for fancy fasteners and fuzzy covers? I mean, they're diapers. At least with expensive baby clothes, you can pass them down. from your first to your second to maybe your third. Hey, live and learn, and then get loves.
The mustard that makes the difference is French's, with the finest ingredients and the delicious taste everyone loves. French's, the taste America loves.
You gotta hand it to a kid who knows a good thing when he sees it. Always hungry for fun and eats a snack like he means it. You gotta hand it to a kid who has got the knack.
You got to hand it to a handy snacks kid.
The kid is known to buy them made with real cheap snacks. You gotta hand it to a handy snacks kid. They get their smarts from mom, they get the snacks from Kraft. You gotta hand it to a handy snacks kid.
Tonight, this is scary. A new allergy striking healthy people. Tires, rubber gloves, even condoms can make you very sick. 2020 ABC tonight.
Can I speak to you as my minister and not my father?
Yes.
I lied to my dad.
Very good. You are forgiven. I have a confession to make to you. While you were talking to your minister, I was listening at the door.
Dan Aykroyd is back as Soul Man. ABC Tuesdays this September.
I take it that you two don't believe that Nora will be thrilled about the addition of a motorcycle to our family.
Bo, unless a lobotomy was included in this spa package, Nora will blow like Mount St. Helens.
Hank, you are so wrong, it's almost embarrassing.
He is?
Yes. Not only will Nora accept that motorcycle, she'll want to climb right on the back and have me zip her right up to the top of Lantano Mountain, just like we did today.
How long has he been married?
To my mom, not long enough.
I know my wife.
I'll bet you don't.
You are on.
Yeah? You want to make a formal wager?
Well, what have you got to lose? Other than a very expensive meal at the restaurant of the winner's choice?
Well, make that dinner for two, because I definitely want in on this action. Lobster, the Palace.
Oh, I am there.
Don't count your claws before they're cracked.
Oh, come on, Bo. You know, Mom thinks exactly like I do. She'll flip out. Motorcycle.
Yeah?
Yick.
Baroom. Gotta go.
Yeah, more than me now. Mount St. Helens.
Well, seriously, Bo, I mean, it's nuts that you bought those motorcycles, though I do know why you both did. Two dads, two different reasons.
Really? What's Hank's reason?
He's feeling wild, reckless, willing to take chances.
Hank? Hank Gannon?
Yeah, look at him. I mean, he's totally charged up about his romance with Carlotta. Now that is something great.
And what do you think? I don't want to be wild and free?
No. I think that you bought that motorcycle because of what's going on with Mom. I think you want to feel young.
Rachel, sometimes a bike is just a bike. Maybe I just like to ride the thing.
Listen, I thought we'd take a ride next to the old canal, and then we'd take the back roads to Pineville and really open up that engine.
Yeah. Sounds like a nice ride.
Well, you don't sound too excited about it. I mean, come on, what's wrong? It was you who wanted to make this evening rhyme.
Yeah, I know. I just, you know, just have a few things on my mind.
You know what? It's too bad that Eli's not here. I'd give him a ride, too.
You like him, don't you?
In extremely limited doses.
I don't want you to talk to my mother.
Dorian's fears for Star are totally out of proportion. A few minutes with Addie might show us that those fears are rooted in Dorian's past, not in Todd's behavior.
Well, first of all, it probably isn't going to do any good anyway. Because my mother has a way of scattering the facts, especially the past.
Is she really that scattered?
Okay, here's a perfect example. When I first reestablished contact with her, Addie told me that Dory had done some horrible things to her when she was young. Of course, I treated Dorian horribly when I came to town.
But that story wasn't true.
No. In fact, Addie had her story backwards. She abused Dorian.
That's the famous scissors episode. But what if there was more? Something worse that she or God knows who else did to Dorian that's still casting a shadow through all these years.
Even if there were, and my mother could tell the story right, your timing couldn't be worse.
Why?
I told Mama about Brendan. I had to.
And, she didn't take it well.
She hasn't spoken a word since. You know, I think that, she thought it was her baby. No, I mean, I'm sure that she did. I know her eyes.
I'm sorry. That must be like losing the child all over again.
And a mother. No, Addie has crawled inside herself to sort things out. And until she does, there's no reason to ask her anything. All you'll get is silence and those eyes.
I understand. It's just so damn frustrating. I mean, Addie's the last stop. There is no other source of information about Dorian's childhood beyond her.
No, you're wrong. Wait. What about, David Rinaldi?
Who?
David Rinaldi's Cassie's father. He's a very well-known pianist and lives in Vienna now. Who knows? Maybe when they were together, Dorian didn't shut down every time someone mentioned their family.
Or childhood.
Trusting the wrong diarrhea medicine can put you in a very uncomfortable position. But you can count on Imodium AD to stop diarrhea, often in one dose. You could end up taking dose after dose after dose of the pink stuff to stop diarrhea as effectively as Imodium AD. Don't take chances with diarrhea.
You should have taken Imodium AD.
Take Imodium AD.
Sorry.
One dose relief you can count on.
You know the feeling when you are on, and your face can do no wrong. Noxzema gets you there like nothing else. Because nothing's quite like Noxzema's deep, clean tingle of camphor, menthol, and eucalyptus. It tells you your skin is cleaner, fresher. Your face is fabulous. Hey, that's the reason why Noxzema is the best-selling cleanser. The Noxzema feeling, nothing else comes close.
School's out now. What to do? Make something quick to feed the crew. Cheese to the rescue. Make some hot cheese toppers. Crackers topped with melted cheese, apples, ham, whatever you please. Cheese to the rescue. Rescue me. Great hot snacks, take your pick, but hurry, because they're going quick. Cheese to the rescue. To the rescue. Cheese.
And now a word from your hair. Help. Even the littlest things like brushing and combing can weaken and break your hair. Help is here. Pantene Pro V shampoo and treatment conditioners to keep your hair strong. Pantene's the first ever root penetrating provitamin formula. Root to tip, it improves the entire length of your hair, keeping it healthier, shinier, and naturally strong, so it breaks less. Pantene Pro V, for hair so healthy it shines. Listen to your hair.
I use my hands to speak to the world. So when I have a wart, I can't hide them. But I can hide the wart and heal it with Dr. Scholl's Clear Away. Its medicated discs dissolve warts fast with a cover-up that conceals as it heals. So people pay attention to my words, not my hands. Clear Away Wart Remover from Dr. Scholl's conceals as it heals.
And now try new Clear Away Gel with Aloe, the only gel wart remover that conceals as it heals.
My concern with the home pregnancy test is, did I do it right? First Response understands. I could see its new Clear Stick working immediately, so I knew I did it right. For an accurate, fast response, trust new First Response.
that must be yummy.
Oh, it's new Snackwell's Hearty Fruit and Grain cereal bars.
Ooh, smell those berries.
There's 3 different kinds, all baked into a delicious crust of rolled oats and wheat. Hearty enough for you?
New Snackwell's low-fat Hearty Fruit and Grain cereal bars.
I'm getting married.
Let the wedding plans begin.
That was one dream, if you would be my maid of honor.
I thought you'd never ask.
After the wedding, we're never coming back.
But will they ever make it to the altar?
Watch what happens on General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
Sunday, a primal ritual. Thousands gathered in the desert. The newest Labor Day event, the Festival of the Burning Man.
That's on Good Morning America Sunday.
Hey.
In the clothes closet? That's just another piece of fabric.
Your bath is ready.
So is everything else, it seems.
Were you not coming upstairs, or were you just having trouble taking the first step?
No. Actually, I was headed your way. Blair got back from Todd's, and we chatted a little before she went upstairs to her room.
May I ask how she was, or would that be betraying the wrong level of angst?
No, she's fine. And so is Star. You mentioned to Cassie how deft we've become in picking up where we left off, and it strikes me that we also get to choose exactly what it is we want to resume. So, what's your vote at this juncture? Business or pleasure?
Would you, like a hint? How about an even bigger hint?
I think what we just exchanged were our true and real vows.
Except there weren't any witnesses. I hope.
Oh, look up there. Stars. Those are witnesses.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have a small wedding.
It's a party, doesn't it? Look all bright.
Now on.
Orion. Hey, thanks for coming. Maybe you could check that club at the door.
Cassiopeia. Long time no see ya.
Oh, boy. We'll be mucking about below the horizon again, I bet.
This is the way the rest of our life is going to be.
Afraid so?
Is Solomon Rowe happy?
As happy as any man who has just had £1 million deposited in his bank account.
So what did it buy me?
As promised, the brain behind the blast that did Lord Whiting in.
Right. Now, assuming I can get this guy arrested when he comes to Landview, what's to say the cops are going to take his word for it when he says that Patrick Thornhog was in on the Whiting murder? And how do I know he's going to say anything to the cops at all?
He's a known terrorist, wanted for his involvement in any number of nasty activities. He'd feed the authorities any information they want to wangle a lighter sentence for himself. They have just to ask the right questions, and they will believe them.
So when are you and this mystery man coming to town?
It looks now by the end of the week.
You'll call me first thing?
Immediately. That is the operative word here. And I suggest you immediately have him arrested before he realizes he's been double-crossed.
Don't worry about it. I'll set everything up. Just don't hand me any last-minute wrinkles.
There are no guarantees in life. You should have done that in Inishcrag.
I warned you not to dig too deep, and now you're on very shaky ground.
Just so long as it's the end of Patrick Thornhill.
Be sure it's not the end of you, Bio.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
Put the roses on the truck.
All right.
It's allergy season, and I'm always congested. But the last time I took a strong medicine, it knocked me out and overdried my sinuses. This time I took Sudafed instead. Big difference.
Sudafed drains sinus pressure, clears nasal congestion, with no overdrying, no drowsiness.
No congestion? No problem.
For strong relief with no unwanted side effects.
Take Sudafed instead.
And for long-acting relief, take Sudafed 12-hour.
We don't have weekends anymore. We have classes, tryouts and playoffs, uniforms, shoes.
And strategies.
You're 8 years old, Coach. So where do I go to outfit this team's feet? With Payless.
The Payless Shoe Source Athletic Sale. All athletic shoes, men's, women's, kids, now on sale.
What do we used to do on weekends?
Sleep?
Oh, yeah. Doesn't it feel good to pay less?
A lender's bagel is like a perfect day. Warm and comforting at the beginning. A little variety in the middle. Totally relaxing at the end. And completely fulfilling all around. Lender's Bagels, the perfect circle.
You've heard about it. You've read about it. It's here. Zyban, a pill that only your doctor can prescribe. See your doctor about Zyban or call 1-888-650-PILL for more information. Zyban, it's here.
There's a smile in every Hershey bar.
We asked people to try a delicious pasta dish.
Tasty. Really like it.
This is good. That's good.
It's Hamburger Helper.
That's Hamburger Helper?
I would never have guessed it.
Hamburger Helper makes a great meal.
I think I'm going to be shopping down the Hamburger Helper aisle.
Glade Plug-in's Extra Outlet has the extra outlet built right in. You